Now to the Middle East, where attacks between the U.S. and Iran appear to be back in full force, signaling the deadly conflict is once again widening. Iran is reportedly vowing to, quote, punish America after a wave of strikes overnight. CNN's Maddie Gannon is at the White House.
The week started relatively calm when it comes to the war with Iran, but by Thursday, signs are pointing to potential expansion. The U.S. military carried out what it calls a heavy wave of strikes against Iran overnight. Its first hits to directly target the country in days. Those strikes were retaliation for a surprise Iranian attack against U.S. forces in the Middle East earlier in the week. The U.S. said those strikes were intercepted, but it led President Donald Trump to declare that it was the U.S.'s turn now to hit Iran hard again in response. As the fighting between the U.S. and Iran appears to be gaining steam again, more countries seem to be getting pulled into this fight. Egypt said that a drone attack at one of its ports caused 2 vessels to catch fire overnight. No one was hurt. One vessel is owned by the U.S., but it marked the first Egyptian infrastructure to be targeted amid this conflict. And it comes after we saw Saudi Arabia get pulled further into the fighting earlier this week when it joined with the U.S. to launch attacks against Iranian-aligned groups in Iraq. Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance met with the Saudi Arabian defense minister in Washington on Wednesday in the aftermath of all of this. Meanwhile, Iran issued a fresh threat to keep the Strait of Hormuz closed and warned Bulgaria and Cyprus against allowing the U.S. to use its bases for potential attacks. At the White House, I'm Maddie Gannon.